All right, this is note-taking guide 11.6 in Math 2. This is the last note-taking guide for this unit, so hopefully you've learned a lot about probability. Today we're going to look at Venn diagrams, and we're going to mostly talk about unions and intersections. So unions are everything that's in one group plus everything that's in another group. Intersections are just the part that overlaps right there in the middle of two groups. So we're really going to base most of our stuff today on unions and intersections. Again, a union is everything in both groups together. Intersection is the part that overlaps in the groups. So here we go with some examples here. It says, here's group A, group B, and group C. We want to find A union B. So that's everything in A and everything in B. So everything in A is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Everything in B is C, D, E, and F. So my new group would be formed by the everything that's in those. A union C would be everything in A and everything in C. I can put them in order if I want. I would go 2, and then 3, and then 4, which repeats in both groups, but I only need to write it once. 5, 6, and 7 for my new group of A union C. All right, when I go and do this one, I would do A union B, which is actually this group that we just found right here, and A union C, which is this group right here. We're going to find the intersection of those two groups, which means only the parts that overlap. The parts that overlap there would be the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and nothing else. So that would be my answer there. Okay, if I'm going to go and do this next one right here, I first have to find B intersect C so that I can figure out what that is. B and C, when I look at those together, in B and C, there's nothing that's the same. So this would actually be the empty set. There's nothing that overlaps that. So if I'm going to do A union that, I would just have everything in group A. And group A is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So the question is then, is A union B intersect A union C, which was this one right here, is it the same as A union B intersect C? And the answer is 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is yes, they are the same. All right, using a Venn diagram again to do what it asks us to do. It says on this first one right here to find A union B. Again, that's everything in A and everything in B. So we normally list those in order. So I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for my group. A intersect B would be everything that's in both groups. So on the Venn diagram, that's the overlap part. So right here, so I would have 4 and 7. I'm not very good at drawing those brackets with my finger here on this iPad. So sorry about how messy those are. And then this next symbol says everything not in A. That little symbol right there means not A. So this is all of A right here. So the only things not in A are 2, 8, and 9. If I'm looking at the next section here and we're doing dogs and cats, this would be dogs intersect cats. So then when we're looking at dogs right here and cats right here, the intersection part would be 10 and 2. I kind of skipped one there, didn't I? The union part would be everything in those two groups. So dogs and cats Oh, I'm sorry, this one's actually cats and birds. So I need to go look at that one. I'm going to just kind of highlight those for me. I would have cats, which is this one, birds, which is this one, and I would write everything down in both of those. So I would have 1, 2, I could list the 2 again, but I'm not going to, 6, and 10. And then this one is dogs and birds intersecting with cats. So I would have to do the dogs and the birds first. So dogs are here, birds are here, so I would have everything in those. So 1, 2, 6, and 9, and 10 it looks like. And then I would intersect those with cats. And intersecting with cats, so cats I have 10, 6, and 2. So everything that's in those same groups would be 2, 6, and 10 for my last group there. All right, so here's just another explanation of what union and intersection is so that you can read through that. And again, it kind of just means everything or so when we're doing probabilities, it helps us to know the meaning of those words. So on number 1 here it says, in a group of 67 people, 40 have brown hair and 7 have red hair. Find the probability that a student picked from a group at random either has brown or red hair. When we have that or going on, we're going to add those 2 probabilities. So the first one would be 40 out of 67 plus 7 out of 67. So our total probability would be 47 out of 67. So when we have the or going on, we're going to add those 2 probabilities together. On number 2, it says Kate has 3 black dresses and 6 floral dresses in her wardrobe. 2 dresses are drawn at random. What is the probability that both of the 6 skirts are black? That means black and black, which means we're going to multiply our probabilities. So the first probability would be 3 out of 9. And then the next probability again would be 3 out of 9. So we multiply those together to get 9 out of 81, which would reduce to be 1/9. So our probability of black and black would be 1/9. Bill is playing cards. What is the probability of pulling a heart or an ace? Or is addition again. So a heart, there's 13 hearts out of 52 cards. An ace is 4 cards out of 52. We add those together to be 17 out of 52 for our total probability. Good luck on your homework.